Jordi, with the way this game started, how did that set the tone and impact the game throughout?
I mean, you start losing the game by 22, and then you end up losing by 16, right? That's a little bit of the story of the game. I thought from there, we competed to a higher level, especially in that closing the second quarter into the second half, and the whole second half. So I like the reaction and competitiveness and not quitting. That's extremely important for where we are right now. And we saw some positive things, but obviously that first quarter is unacceptable. And obviously we have to watch and be better.
Was there anything that first half offensively that made it difficult for you guys to slow them down?
I think it was all obviously they're very good team with very good players, but the amount of fouls, right? Like I think they shot 27 free throws in the first half. That's us leaving our feet and not being disciplined with our technique. 3 offensive rebound out of free throw box out. Like those things at the end of the day are unacceptable. They're controllables. So all I can do is tell the guys. All I can do is keep working at those things and find that energy that we need to put 4 quarters together because 2.5 is not good enough against a team like this. It's not good enough in the NBA.
Jordan, I mean, when you're drilling down on those type of things that are not necessarily, physicality based, but more like, is that more like concentration and technique wise and just a ton of attention to detail? Mm-hmm. No, I'm asking, is that more of an attention to detail issue? That's not really a physicality thing. Yeah?
I think you have to obviously play extremely hard, and then you need to play with purpose, right? And the purpose is, being in the right spot, like what you're saying, understanding coverages, and we gotta make it simple. So I'm not making it too complicated for there. So the purpose is not there or is there, right? So if the purpose is because I'm making it too complicated, that is my fault. They're playing hard. They all should play hard at all times, whether it's 1 minute, 5, 20, 30. So yeah, we'll work on being better on those things. I just saw that, the reaction at the end of the second quarter going into the second half. I was happy with that better effort and purpose, and that's what we gotta, the tendency has to be those minutes.
Do you feel like the slow start from 3, I think it was 1 of 17 at one point?
2 for 20.
2 for 20. Do you think that played into, the increase in effort that you're talking about coincided with some better shot making? Do you feel like it bled onto the defensive side of the court?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, if you're not making shots, what if you do is get discouraged and drop your shoulders, for sure. But regardless, we make shots or not, we should be disciplined because those are the things we can control, right? Like the shots didn't go in the first half, and I know those were good looks for the most part. And you're right, you don't need to shoot 50%, but if you just shoot a decent percentage and you foul less, then all of a sudden it's a game right there, right? So, control the controllables, like I said, and, got to move on to the next game.
Hola Jordi, ¿qué tal? Soc el Jan Tellet de l'agència EFE. Si no te importa, te hago las preguntas en castellano, si me puedes responder en español, un par de preguntas. En primer lado, respecto a la racha que lleváis en 2026, ¿qué crees que os ha llevado a tener esta mala racha y qué crees que puedes hacer tú como entrenador para revertir esa mala racha del equipo? Y por otro lado también, si a la hora de preparar un partido ante los Lakers de LeBron y de Luka Doncic, si hay alguna cosa que se prepare distinto ante semejantes jugadores y también si como profesional del mundo del deporte te gusta enfrentarte a jugadores legendarios como LeBron James. Muchas gracias.
Lo primero es la responsabilidad de que el equipo no juegue bien o que no tenga buenos resultados es mía, sin más. Y nuestro trabajo es hacer competir y hacer mejorar a los jugadores. O sea que yo creo que fuera de aquí no hay mucho más. En cuanto a jugadores y equipos como estos, con equipos, con jugadores que son superestrellas, evidentemente tienes que tener un plan de partido que te ayude a cambiar un poquito la energía del partido. Lo que pasa es que nosotros desde el principio hoy, con el primer cuarto que hemos hecho, es muy difícil estar en partido cuando en el primer cuarto vas perdiendo de más de 20 puntos. Entonces, yo creo que los chicos han estado mejor al final, al acabar el segundo cuarto y la segunda parte. Yo creo que es un esfuerzo respectable. Yo creo que allí hemos estado mucho mejor. Y como lo que me has preguntado al final de jugadores de este calibre, pues evidentemente es un honor, pero bueno, en la NBA hay muy buenos jugadores todos los partidos y nosotros lo que nos importa es ir al siguiente partido, que hay muchos, estamos jugando 4 por semana durante 5 semanas seguidas y es parte del calendario y es parte del crecimiento que nosotros estamos experimentando con el grupo que tenemos. Thank you.
Day'Ron, what did you see from the Lakers and their ability to come out and set the tone the way that they did?
I just felt like they played zone tonight. It's kind of been a kryptonite, if I would say, for like the past couple of years for us. We had 20 turnovers, and whenever you turn the ball over a lot like that, it usually doesn't work out for you. So I just feel like we got to take better care of the ball and like find a way to beat the zone better.
On the defensive side of things, we've seen you guys come together. Just kind of what made it difficult to slow down that type of rhythm?
You got guys like Luka, Austin, LeBron, so we're trying to pencil in on those guys, and the rest of the team was eating off of that. In transition, we got to get back in transition too. I feel like every time we turn the ball over or, was getting a rebound, just throwing the ball to the court, so we just got limited transition points.
Day'Ron, when you're talking about finding ways to beat the zone better, what does that entail in your mind?
Just say move better, screen better, find the open spots in the zone. Just attack them offensively. Don't be scared. So I just feel like as we go along in the season, we play against more teams that play zone. Just play that way.
Hey, Day'Ron. It's been a tough stretch for you guys with some of these games. How do you guys just kind of keep a positive attitude going forward with the second half of the season and post All-Star coming up?
At the end of the day, it's our job. So regardless we win or not, we got to come in every day and give it our all. We all come in here every day, get paid lots of money. So, we got to do our job and perform every night regardless.
You've been in the league now for a little while, right? And it's somewhat a stretch like this. Like, what are lessons that young guys can take from games like this, especially when you kind of get punched in the mouth early about, kind of just bringing it from the tip, I guess?
I'll just say, just remember this. When it happens, you're a young guy, you get blew out. You see that we've seen it with the teams like OKC. When my rookie year, for example, they used to lose a lot. Detroit 2 years ago, they was losing a lot. So just remember this pain that we taking from losing this way, and just build on it during the summer and build on it in your career, so you won't have the same mistakes as you get older.
Day'Ron, before the game, Jordi talked about what an opportunity it was for some of the younger guys on the team to play against LeBron and see him up close and learn from him in game. Obviously, you've been in the league a few years, but do you still feel the same way when you're playing against one of the greats like LeBron? Do you feel like you learn anything by playing against somebody like that?
Well, my first year, when I was a rookie, it was like, LeBron, but I had KD, James, and Kyrie on my team, so I got to see that every day. Now I'm in the league 5 years, it's like, just another game. It's LeBron James, obviously, but he bleeds just like we bleed, so we're just trying to beat him for real.
What makes it really difficult to play against someone who like LeBron, who has a lot more experience than the whole team? I saw a stat that he basically has more points, rebounds, and assists than everybody on the Nets combined.
Transition. He a tank. Even though he 42, he still move fast. He's still strong. Get to the rim at will. And then he has Luka out there with him also. So you trying to pencil on Luka. Then you're throwing the ball to LeBron. He just getting to the rim. So just loading up and being in front of him and just trying to stop him in transition.
Day, was there anything that they did physically early in the game to kind of take you guys out of what you wanted to do offensively? I mean, you guys had some uncharacteristically sloppy turnovers, or was that more just you guys?
Like I said, it was in the zone, man. So, like I said, we just got to figure out how to play against the zone better. There's nothing else really I can say to that.
Thanks, Darren.